Hello, YouTubers. Hope you're all well and enjoying this, having good weather wherever you are. It's Tuesday, the 11th of August here in London, and it's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining and it's warm. We haven't had much summer here yet, so thank you, God, for today. And yeah, I wanted to just share something with you that I read in a book, which I thought was very interesting, and it's a book called The Power of Now, which is a very, very, very famous book by an author called Eckhart Tolle. And the beginning, the first page in chapter one, it says, "You are not your mind." And the question from in the book to the author is enlightenment. What is enlightenment? And I just will read to you what the answer is that the author gave, and it's a story basically. So yeah, just give me 1 second. Okay. A beggar had been a beggar had been sitting by the side of the road for over 30 years. One day a stranger walked by. "Spare some change," mumbled the beggar, mechanically holding out his old baseball cap. "I have nothing to give you," said the stranger. Then the stranger asked, "What's that you are sitting on?" "Nothing," replied the beggar, "just an old box. I've been sitting on it for as long as I can remember." "Ever looked inside?" asked the stranger. "No," said the beggar. What's the point? There's nothing in there." "Have a look inside," insisted the stranger. The beggar managed to pry open the lid, and with astonishment, disbelief, and elation, he saw that the box was filled with gold. "I am that stranger who has nothing to give you, and who is telling you to look inside, not inside any box, as in the parable, but somewhere even closer, inside yourself." "But I am not a beggar," I can hear you say. Those who have not found their true wealth, which is the radiant joy of being and the deep, unshakable peace that comes with it, are beggars, even if they have great material wealth. They are looking outside for scraps of pleasure or fulfillment, for validation, security, or love, while they have a treasure within them that not only includes all of these things, but is infinitely greater than anything the world can offer. I thought that was just a beautiful piece of writing. Um, yeah, I mean, really, when I read that, what I felt was that what it was saying was that we put conditions on our happiness outside of ourselves. Very much if we have the right job, if we have the right relationship, if we get a better house, if we always say, if only, if only, if only, if only I could pay off this bill, if only I could get that house, or if only I could have that relationship or that car, I would be happy. You know, happiness does not come from material things, and some people just don't get this. Um, the people that I've met throughout my life, some of the, I would say, the most happiest and contented people that I have met, who have a way of a joy that just comes off them, where they radiate this peace and love of them and of themselves, and who are very loving people to everybody they meet, and have a just an overwhelming uh, humility about them, are people who have nothing materially. I've met people living in very poor conditions around the world, but with inside themselves they have something deeper that no money could ever buy. And I have met people who have so much money and so many businesses, and all their time they're thinking about who is stealing from their businesses. How much more money have I made today? And all the time their money is like a calculator, thinking money, 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 more money. And some of these people are, I know a man of 84, who's such a mean-spirited man. He's got so many businesses. He's still running his businesses, but how he treats his staff, and he seems to have no value for people. And I look at him, and I'm always kind to him, but I know many of his staff, and I just think it's very sad that you don't value these people, because these are the people who are making the money for you. Um, so really, it's about every all our the answers to everything that we need to give us real, grounded, lasting contentment and happiness is within inside us, and it really is about how we treat people. It's about what we make our priorities in our life, And at the end of the day, there is nothing more important in this world than people. Unfortunately, we live in a world that puts profit before people, but people are always important, or the most important aspect of our life and of this world. If we don't have people, we have nothing. I heard another story, a funny story a friend told me one day. Um, she said how she really doesn't like people and she likes to be on her own. And one day on Christmas Day, she was walking down the street in central London, and it was very quiet, and there was no people. And she thought how glad and how great it is there's no people. And then she went to go and light a cigarette, and, and realized she had no lighter, and thought, how am I going to light my cigarette? I need a person to get a light of. And it just made me chuckle, and she chuckled about it as well. We do need people, no matter what we think, to interact with and to learn from and experience with. People are very important. We do need to have relationships with people. Um, yeah, so I'll just leave you. There was just a little thought for today. I just thought was interesting when I read it. So uh, share your comments or not, as the case may be. But I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Okay, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.